Hi, everybody, and I want to welcome you to today's webinar, a hands-on guide to AI adoption in healthcare finance, strategies for decreasing risk and increasing ROI. Excited for you all to join us today and kind of talking through AI adoption here, and excited to hand it over to our presenter for today, Natalia Harris. She is a Senior Manager of Solution Consultants at AvidXchange. Natalia, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you, Megan. Hi, everyone. I'm Natalia Harris, Senior Manager of the Solutions Consultants here at AvidXchange. And today I'm going to be walking you through AI defined. We're going through a few terms of artificial intelligence and understanding those. And then we'll go into artificial intelligence, AI in healthcare. Then we'll lead to the state of artificial intelligence in financial departments and AI revolutionizing accounts payable. And then we'll go into evaluating AI tools with a quick tour of a little bit about AvidXchange, AI invoice, and payment services. So let's begin. Let's go through some AI defined terms. So there's different types of AI, and we've defined a few types for the team here. So first one on the list is machine learning. And this is ideal for finding patterns and relationships within large data sets. Deep learning, the second one on the list, is similar to machine learning, but very large and complex data sets, such as, but not limited to, video type of data. Natural language understanding. This AI recognizes text or speech input, and it's used to process textual data. The last one on this list is object detection. This identifies and locates objects in an image or video and used for inventory management and improved security. Here's a few more different types of AI. The first one on the list is object recognition. This sees objects in images or videos and extracts information from financial documents like invoices and bank statements. And keep this one in mind. We'll be going through some of the AI tools in AvidXchange later on, as this is a top one for invoice capture. The second one on the list is forecasting. Forecasting creates predictions based on algorithms and improves forecasting accuracy. And the last one, optimization. This builds models using mathematical logic and informs strategy and decision-making. So now that we've gone through some AI-defined terms, let's go into AI in healthcare. So AI in healthcare is transforming dentistry. AI is helping dental practices streamline operations, improve diagnostics, and enhance patient experience through automation and predictive insights. So on the far left, the first one is automate appointment scheduling. This automates scheduling and reminders to reduce no-shows. Financial process automation. Improve financial forecasting, invoicing, and budget management. The third one on this left side is enhance patient data management. Centralizes patient data for better decision-making. To the right, proactive health intervention. Predictive analytics identify potential oral health issues, enabling early intervention. Streamline claims processing. This speeds up insurance claims through automation and reduces manual errors. And the last one on this list, advanced image analysis. This analyzes X-rays for faster, more accurate diagnosis. AI in healthcare in financial transformation. This improved forecasting and budgeting. AI enhances visibility into spend and cash flow. AI also helps with supplier relationships with faster, automated payments, improve your vendor trust and partnerships. On the right, you'll see fraud detection and risk mitigation. Machine learning identifies anomalies in transactions. And last, staff productivity. Finance teams spend less time on manual tasks and more on strategy. So AI in healthcare and extending operational efficiencies. First, accounts payable automation, eliminates manual invoice entry, approval delays, and check processing. Second, payment modernization. Enable electronic payments that reduce fraud, risk, and accelerate payment cycles. Third, claims and billing support. AI helps reduce errors in coding and in payment processing. Lastly, compliance and audit readiness. Automated audit trails improve accuracy and support HIPAA and other finance regulations. So now let's take a look at the state of AI in finance departments. We've done a few surveys, and our source here is AvidXchange's 2024 Trends Survey in September of 23. But the finance pros embrace AI, and 72% of organizations are currently using AI technology in their finance department. 60% of senior finance professionals say they're very comfortable working with AI, and 67% of finance professionals say their department is using AI for customer service. Taking a look at types of AI in finance. So what type of AI is your finance department using? So in our survey, we saw that 55% are using the natural language processing. 48% are using computer vision. 48% are using natural language understanding. 46% are already using machine learning. 45% object detection. 43% with deep learning, 39% with object recognition, and 37% optimization, with 36% at forecasting. And remember, we've gone through some of these AI terms in the beginning of this session. So now that we have an understanding of those defined, this gives a good view of the trends back in 2024. Some AI use cases in finance, what are the main AI use cases in your finance department? So from that survey, we saw that most is 67% are using AI in the customer service case. 64% are using AI with fraud detection. 64% is also using AI for risk management. 57% with investment management. We have 52% with automation and 39% with compliance. There are some AI confusions and concerns, and let's go through some of these. And if your organization is not currently using AI, what is contributing to that? So we'll come back to some of those percentages here, but looking on the left side of the screen, 71% of respondents said they're establishing AI technology in-house instead of using public-facing tools like ChatGPT. 29% said they're outsourcing it. Second on the bullet, 33% of respondents whose organizations are not currently using AI said concerns related to the regulation and safety of AI are fueling that decision. So looking at our chart on the right, if your organization is not currently using AI, what is contributing to that? The main one on this is lack of understanding. 37% said lack of understanding AI. 33% said there's a hesitation related to regulations and safety. 25% say it's the cost of implementation, and a little 5% say other. Here's a quote from our Senior Director of Product Marketing here at AvidXchange in our Net 30 podcast by David Tureen. And he says, anytime you bring an automation into the finance industry, there will be some risk because of the heavy compliant regulations. Businesses, especially those providing financial services, should focus on improving AI skills and understanding topics around bias and data privacy to ensure an equitable return on the investment. So, how is your organization supporting finance employees through the AI revolution and digital transformation? So let's go look on the left side. First bullet, you'll see 92% of organizations are helping employees learn new AI and tech skills with education and engagement programs. 49% of organizations are providing upskilling and reskilling opportunities. And upskilling refers to workplace training opportunities that give employees a chance to expand their skills and ability. So at the chart on the right, question again, how is your organization supporting finance employees through the AI revolution and digital transformation? 49% say, and I'll repeat, upskilling and reskilling opportunities. Here's a new number, 28% are using supporting finance employees through AI with mentorship programs, and 15% have an open forum for feedback. So technology perception. AP professionals see value in reducing mundane tasks. And when asked which tasks AP pros would like to eliminate from their workday, survey respondents say manually entering data. And as a solutions consultant leader here, I agree with this survey. That is the most need in AI and AP professionals. But manually entering data is the highest at 46%. Manually routing invoices and payments for approval is 41%. Responding to supplier inquiries at 34%. Printing and mailing checks at 31%. Filing invoices and other payable documents at 22%. Some more technology perception here, and AI and automation enhances productivity, growth, and job satisfaction for AP pros. So survey respondents displayed a positive perception of technology in the workplace. AP automation's role, and AP professionals recognize that automating mundane tasks would allow them to get ahead of their daily work, focus on strategic projects, and dedicate time to professional development and prioritize self-care. By automating repetitive tasks, AP professionals can engage in higher level activities and enhance their job satisfaction and professional growth. So looking at our survey results a little more on the right side, the question is, would you use a tool to automate the most repetitive parts of your job? 69% say yes. We have 17% that say no, and 14% that say, I don't know. And as a solutions consultant leader here at AvidXchange, in my life previously, I was an AP professional, and I understand these mundane tasks. So I'm excited to go through a little bit about our solution and how those tasks may help. So let's go into how AI revolutionizes accounts payable. So AI revolutionizes accounts payable, and how AI can help improve AP processes is the first one is invoice entry and verification. Computer vision can automate invoice entry and improve accuracy. The second one, and it's a common theme as I see in the role I play today, is PO matching. AI can validate invoices against purchase orders and sales receipts without human intervention. Workflow automation. This one's my favorite, as I was an AP professional before. And if anyone in this webinar is thinking about routing for approvals, back in my life before AvidXchange, I would use email or literally walk to another person's queue. So workflow automation to me is the star of the show, where AI-driven workflow automation tools can route invoices for approval based on both machine learning and predefined rules. A few more, you'll see anomaly detection. AI can help detect fraudulent invoices or irregular payment patterns by analyzing historical data. Second is reporting and analytics. AI can generate insightful reports and dashboards, providing a clear view of your AP performance to help make data-driven decisions. Last on this list, fire savings. An algorithm can analyze contract terms and offer suggestions and notifications for payment timing to capture supplier discounts. I'd like to put a customer spotlight, Carolina Asthma and Allergy Center. In implementing AI and automation sped up, how automation sped up payments. So the challenge was 800 invoices and 300 checks monthly, manual and error-prone processes. The solution? AI-powered AP automation. And the results? Payments 12 times faster, better visibility, and reduced workload for staff. Here's a quote from Rob Ellis, the CFO of Carolina Asthma and Allergy. What used to take hours and even days now takes only minutes because it's right at our fingertips. So let's go into evaluating AI tools. Features to consider when evaluating AI tools is first, data privacy. Second, monitoring and analytics. Third, natural language input. And fourth, is it an organizational fit? So AI implementation best practices. Top of the list on the right, position AI as a partnership. The most successful programs encourage partnership between teammates and AI systems. Second, upskill and reskill. It's important for employers to support teammates by offering opportunities to learn new digital skills. Third, embrace multimodal AI. Combining AI tools will be essential to solve certain business problems. And last, provide bias training. Organizations should develop clear policies and guidelines for AI use, emphasizing fairness and equity. So now let's go into AP automation with AvidXchange. So who is AvidXchange? AvidXchange launched in the year 2000. AvidXchange supports over 8,500 customers, headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we have over 1,600 employees. AvidXchange integrates well with over 265 accounting systems today. Within our supplier network, AvidXchange is supporting 1.3 million supplier customers paid through the AvidPay network. 79.1 million transactions processed in 2024, and $242 billion spent under management in 2024. And AvidXchange is recognized as the leading business-to-business payment network in the middle market by Forbes and Deloitte and many others. So taking a look at before automation with AvidXchange. And I mentioned a few little stories throughout our presentation today, as I did have a life before AvidXchange, and I was in accounting. And these steps were similar to the steps I played in my previous role. But looking at these steps, they may not be identical to your role today, but it just highlights those tasks, those mundane tasks of how AI or services can come in to reduce that time, as well as provide more strategic tasks for your more time for your team to do more strategic tasks for the business. Now, taking a look at after automation, you'll see where you'll have the AvidXchange logo, the blue X. That's where this task is automated with AvidXchange. We'll be able to facilitate payments as well as provide payment inquiries, follow-up. You'll have all that information within your platform and your accounting system. And we'll go into a quick demonstration next to go through what that looks like. So what you're seeing here is the AvidXchange portal. And just to give you a glimpse of how automation can play and AI can play into your AP organization, the solution has the AI, and we talked about some of those AI-defined tools of natural language and image scanning. So AvidXchange invoice capture is equipped with those tools to receive the invoice from your supplier, your vendor, capture the data automatically. And then we'd mentioned a few about the workflows. So in the action column, these invoices that are pending in my queue are in a workflow. So this is where predefined rules in AI can assist with routing invoices to the appropriate individual based on those conditions, based on amount, based on a code value, based on a PO match scenario. We also talked about, let's go into an invoice for us. We also talked about how AI can help produce an invoice match. And with that, you'll be able to see how AI can align the invoice line items extracted through that natural language capture image scanning. And then to the right, you'll see the purchase order lines. This is how AI can apply the purchase order lines or the items that have been received against your order to that invoice, giving you a clean view as well as functions to change or clear your selection. Going back to the invoice, as you notice when I clicked into one, there was an AI approval agent. So a few tools in the system here provides you agentic tools to review the invoice. And in this example, it says, based on your data, historical data, this invoice is approved 100% of the time. But you can learn more. So some AI explanations here give you a visual of, based on your data from these vendor invoices, what would be issues in the past, or this looks good, feel good with approving, go ahead and move forward. So few tools to review and approve your invoices here in the platform with AI. Also with AI, and we talked about some analytics earlier, but you'll see the portal does provide some analytical reporting. So you have a way to oversee your operations and your transactions across either you have one operating entity or hundreds, multiple. You'll be able to see, by entity, by property, by practice. I know I'm mentioning dentistry by practice. You'll see those transactions. So lots of tools here to again save time and give you that correct data for analytical reporting if needed. We talked about a few services too. So AvidXchange provides a payment service. So AvidPay is a great tool as you have a connection from your accounting system to receive those payments that you want AvidPay to facilitate. And AvidXchange has a full service pay solution to facilitate your payments on your behalf, providing you more analytical reporting to view payment data status, as well as in your portal, you would have visibility into your payment status just like this, using your search tools, finding those records and reviewing that, or going into your batch of payments that you sent to AvidXchange and review the status, as well as proof of payment documentation. So I wanted to give you a quick view of our solution. I'm going to go back to our presentation and close us off. You'll focus here on that full automation that we went through AvidXchange. I talked about a few procurement items, but the system does provide some procurement tools on creation of requisition if you don't already have a purchase order solution. But if you do, we do integrate well with that system and bring over that purchase order data so that we can complete the invoice receiving, invoice capture of all that invoice data, routing invoices to your teammates via those AI-powered, predefined ruled workflows, assisting with matching the invoice to the purchase order if needed. And then ultimately, the last one here on the pay side, a full service to support not only you as a business, but also your suppliers, and giving your suppliers the ability to elect how they want to get paid, but allowing AvidPay to support that process, saving your team time and giving you the visibility on your payment status, proof of payment, and analytical reporting as we just went into. So I want to pause here. Megan, I'm going to pass the ball back to you. I appreciate everyone's engagement and learning about AI in this industry and a little bit about AvidXchange. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natalia. And thank you everybody for attending today's webinar and listening in. And we hope that this was helpful and appreciate your time. We hope everybody has a great rest of their day.